Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another reading. Today's reading is a very general reading in that it is a reading for the collective, meaning there is no target specific audience for this reading. Of course, if you resonate with the divine feminine label, then yes, for certain this is a reading for you. But the divine feminine energy resides in all beings. It is the energy of receptivity, creativity, nurturing, emotions, the unseen, our intuition, and basically anything of the unseen realm and feeling and emotions, okay? And so if you are a masculine person in the physical, you've incarnated as a masculine being in the physical, you still have that divine feminine essence within yourself, which connects you to the divine, okay? And so you may find messages in this reading that resonate with you. The intention of this video is to target and activate that divine feminine essence within you, whether you are male or female incarnate. It's also meant to help bring into balance that divine feminine energy as well. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. I do pull cards from my Osho Zen Tarot deck, just to get a glimpse of what's going on this week. For the issue at the center, we have the Lovers, meaning there is a significant relationship at play here that is impacting you for this week. Divine feminine or divine masculine, resonating with your feminine aspect, your emotions, your feeling body. There's definitely the energy of a significant connection here with the Lovers. And this is not just any type of connection. This is a very important connection, and that there's more than likely lessons that you are learning in this connection, whether they are karmic or this is a divine partnership here. The internal influence that you aren't seeing, or you're not seeing physically, is that of the Six of Cups. But what I'm getting here with this is there's just a lot of nostalgia going on here and a lot of wishful thinking. I almost get the sense that you're wishing for something back, or you're wishing that a certain circumstance or situation went differently, because now you're put in a position where you're more than likely going through a period of separation from someone you really want to be with. And so you're put into this energy of shoulda, coulda, woulda when looking back on the past, and or there's just nostalgic feelings of remembering this person and remembering the times you've had with this person during this week. Sorry, just getting more messages here. There's a lot coming at me now. For a lot of you guys, the reason why this is being an issue now is because you're too concentrated on the past. You're too concentrated on living in a dream world almost, which it's not bad to dream, okay? But I feel like it's almost taking you from reality a little bit here. Like it's messing up your focus in certain areas almost, okay? For some of you guys, it may even be that you're seeing this person with someone else. And so this being an issue here, there's some sort of relationship being an issue this week, and it may be you witnessing someone you're interested in being with someone else, okay? The external influence here. But for the majority of you guys, what I'm getting here is there's just a longing or a nostalgic feeling when thinking of a particular person or connection here. The external influence that you are aware of is trust. So you already know, or you already feel like things are going to work out with this person in the long run, maybe. And if you're not that sure, it's almost like you're not trusting that the universe is going to provide you with whatever it is that you need to let this situation go or let this person go, whether it's permanently or just for the time being, okay? You're aware of this lack of trust you have in the universe, though. This is something you're aware of. And this lack of trust puts you in this dreamy energy here. This lack of trust puts you in that space where you're reflecting heavily on the past. And it's almost like this feeling of having missed out, okay? What needs to be worked on in this situation for you is completion. So there is a cycle that's completing or needing to be finished up for you, okay? And I feel like this mostly has to do with some sort of spiritual journey or karmic lesson that you're learning or have learned through this connection. Like I said, the Lovers is not just any type of connection. This is more than likely a connection where you're learning heavy lessons, soul lessons. And so the thing that's needing to be completed here or help resolve the issue is coming into complete awareness of the lesson and choosing to integrate the lessons, okay? But you can't do that if you're in this energy of lack of trust and looking back on the relationship like you lost out on something, okay? Because of your lack of trust. Because there's no mistakes, okay? There's no mistakes. Everything is in divine order and divine plan. And if you're aligning to the higher path, then there's nothing you should be concerned about or worried about, because things are going to play out exactly how they should play out. It doesn't always look like how we want them to, but it's going to be for our highest good, and more than likely we're going to come out a better person, a happier person, a more fulfilled person in the end. The resolution, we have the outsider, okay? And for you masculines who are resonating with this, this is the divine feminine essence or energy within yourself. This resolution here is coming into full and complete acceptance of the feminine aspects of yourself, the parts of yourself that you rejected for so long, or were rejected for, for being different, for not fitting in. Okay, this is coming into full awareness of those aspects of yourself that were not accepted by others, and therefore you shunned out yourself. Okay, this as an adult attributed to you finding yourself in connections with people, whether they were romantic or platonic, finding yourself in connections with people who you wanted to feel accepted by in some way. And so I feel like you often did things just for the sole purpose of being accepted or feeling accepted by other people, is what I'm getting here. And you were drawn to connections that allowed you to forget or suppress this feminine aspect of yourself. The receptivity, the intuition, being in tune with the other realms, the unseen realms. And then if you're feminine watching this, it's like the complete acceptance of the fact that you were different for a reason. Your path is going to be different for a reason. You look different, you speak different, you have different interests than the average person. Your life looks a little bit different than the average person, because it was meant to be that way in order for your soul to learn its unique and specific lessons that it was needing to learn in this lifetime. Okay? And so this is healing that inner child for both masculine and feminine physical incarnations. This is healing the inner child that was wounded, okay? This is healing that feminine aspect or energy within ourselves, okay? The energy that was shunned and not accepted for the longest part of our life. That part of ourself that wanted so deeply to connect with spirit, but was unable to because it was looked at or looked down on, okay? We were often shunned for being different in whatever way that was, whether you expressed yourself in a very creative way through writing, playing music, painting. It wasn't something that was readily accepted by your peers and or your parents. And even being someone who's very in tune or in touch with their emotions and intuition, being shunned, or being someone who's very spiritual and in tune with the spiritual realm, that hasn't always been accepted, okay? And so it did warrant certain wounds and traumas that we have to work out in this lifetime, okay? And we're needing to heal that inner child, and I feel like that's what this karmic lesson is that needs to be completed now. A lot of the time with feminine, we go through these energies and trials and tribulations of feeling like the outsider throughout our lives, whether you're a masculine or a feminine body. It leads us into connections where we're constantly trying to feel validated. We're searching for external validation constantly, and we're willing to settle in whatever situation or with whoever is willing to give us that temporary satisfaction or validation, okay? But we're healing that because we're realizing that we are worthy of everything that makes us happy, that fulfills us. We're worthy of living our best lives, okay? We don't have to conform. We don't have to compromise our values, our morals, our sense of self in order to fit in. That's just an illusion. And I feel like that karmic energy is coming to its full completion here as we move more into our receptivity, or our receptive feminine energy that's more in tune with the higher guidance or the higher self, okay? So I did pull oracle cards as well. So the unicorn messages I have here, we have magic and hope. And this is pretty self-explanatory here. With the maiden Magu here, this is all about going through really dark and trying times and coming out on the other side more lighter, okay? And then we also have pleasure here showing up. And the energy I'm getting from all of this, especially with delight at the bottom of the deck, that's about finding pleasure in the little things. We have fruition at the bottom of the deck for the moon oracle, abundance, and nectar of the lotus at the bottom of the deck for Kuan Yin. Here, the abundance at the bottom of the Osho Zen deck. This person is fully in tune and in touch with the feminine and masculine aspects within himself. And therefore, he's able to create his own reality in the physical realm. Okay? This is someone who's very content and happy on their own. They don't need the validation of external sources to feel any way about themselves. Okay? And I feel like divine feminine masculine, this transmission here, if you're resonating with this you're coming into full balance with both feminine and masculine aspects or energies within yourself. Okay, you're becoming more grounded where you were more airy, if that makes sense, more in your mind, or too in the spiritual realm to where you weren't able to focus or ground anything in the physical realm, or if you were too masculine, whether you were primarily focused in the physical realm and you were ignoring anything that made you feel feminine or soft. Okay, you're coming into balance and you're able to receive messages from the spiritual realm, from the feminine energy, and then create through your masculine energy in the physical realm. So you understand why you need both, why both aspects are important. Okay, and so with the maiden Magu here, this reminds me of like the phoenix energy almost, because this is about going through the darkness, okay, and then coming out on the other side a stronger and wiser person is what's going on here for you this week. So you're definitely going through a period of darkness here, but I feel like it's not getting you down because you still have this faith and hope, even though if you're not completely trusting in it quite yet. Hopefully this reading provides you with that confirmation that you are not wrong and keeping the faith with whatever this is. Spirit is wanting you to believe in the impossible, quite literally here. So a situation that has seemed impossible is going to find its resolution this week for you. Whether this is an eternal resolution for you or it manifests in the physical, I feel like it's going to be maybe a combination of both for most of you guys. because I do feel like something you've been working hard at here, something you've been going through or suffering through for a long time to bring into fruition is going to actually come into fruition this week, okay? And I feel like it wouldn't have gotten to this point had you not gone through the darkness, okay? I feel like this week you are going to be reaping the rewards or, reaping the rewards of something you've put a lot of energy into, okay? This nectar of the lotus, what I'm getting from this card is that you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, okay? After having sat still, like the lotus is still, and the waters beneath it are chaotic, but the lotus is still, okay? And by being in this energy of the lotus for so long and going through the trials and tribulations you've gone through up until this point in your life or on this journey, it's like you finally get to taste the sweetness of the lotus, okay? The sweetness of being still and being patient and trusting in the universe, okay? But there's still this need, of course. Spirit just wants you to partake in life, be free, feel free, believe in miracles, because the moment you detach from whatever you've been working so vehemently to manifest here, it's going to come back to you, because you're going to be in alignment to receive it fully and appreciate it for what it is, okay? But there's a need for you to take part in life and just get out there and do what makes you happy with complete faith that whatever this is this week is going to work out in your highest favor, and it may actually just work out this week, okay? There may be a huge change in whatever situation this is this week, okay? All right, so that has actually been the Divine Feminine transmission for this week. I'm going to go ahead and hop over and do the Divine Masculine transmission for this week, and I hope you join me for that video. If you liked this video, don't hesitate to comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends if you feel guided to. I appreciate all of that, and I hope that you check me out on the Divine Masculine energy or transmission. All right, thanks guys, bye.